Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are all ready for the exciting day 2 of this forum. Before we start our session today, we'd like to have a morning ceremony to launch the Asian STI Innovation Network. So we will invite President Yong-Ah Park to open remarks. Please welcome President Yong-Ah Park to the stage.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the first Asian Innovation Forum. So, did you enjoy the first day of Asian Innovation Forum yesterday? Yeah, full day, and have a very good dinner and a good time with friends, old friends and new friends. So I hope that you enjoyed yesterday's discussions on science and technology innovation with all inputs from the leading figures and innovators from their respective fields. So before we continue on to hear from today's speakers, we would like to celebrate the launch of a very special network, the Asian STI Think Tank Network, abbreviated as ASTN. As has discussed yesterday, in recent years, Asia has been capturing the attention of the international community. Many people sees its underlying potentials and expect great things out of it. The booming economy, the dazzling technological advances, made all more exciting by the diversity of nations and peoples and cultures. So, the expectations for the Asian century are high, but they come with equally great challenges and risks. It is with these circumstances that we have proposed and brought together the launch of ASTN today. Here with us are delegates who have come from 15 institutes from 11 nations across the continent. By bringing together the innovative think tanks of the region, I hope that the network will become a platform for active communication and collaboration research. Both the Asian Innovation Forum and the ASTN are not one-time events, but are being launched with a long vision as a place to cooperate in building strategies for sustainable development for Asia and for the whole world. I also would like to especially thank Professor Zakri Abdul Hamid, Science Advisor to the Prime Minister of Malaysia, who has come to give words of congratulation and encouragement to the founding members of ASTN. I sincerely hope we will gather again each year and someday look back on this special day, August 26, 2015, and remember it as the start of something great, the beginning of a network that empowers Asia and where all innovative thinkers and ideas are born. I hope that the network will grow in the years to come to represent all the nations of the region and become their representative voice. Thank you again for coming here today to celebrate the launch of ASTN STI Think Tank Network. Thank you.
Thank you, President Park. Next, let me introduce our distinguished guest, Dr. Zakri Abdul Hamid, Science Advisor to Prime Minister of Malaysia. We are very honored that he could be with us today. We gratefully appreciate that he could join the ASTN ceremony. Zakri is the Joint Chairman of the Malaysian Industry Government Group for High Technology. At the same time, he is the Chairman of the Malaysian Biotechnology Corporation and Chairman of the National Professor Council, Chairman of National Science. In addition, he has many other international leaderships in S&T policy in the world. Please welcome Dr. Zakri Abdul Hamid for a special speech.
Thank you for the warm introduction, Madam of Ceremonies, President Yonga Park, distinguished speakers and delegates, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank KISTEP in partnership with a number of organizations in Korea and outside Korea for their initiative to host this inaugural Asian Innovation Forum, and also for inviting me to be part of this important discourse. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, innovation is the engine that drives economies. Countries support innovation to ensure dynamic economic advancement and prosperity, to gain a competitive advantage internationally and to improve the quality of life of their citizens and those of other nations. The latter is fostered through international collaboration, especially in R&D. Just to give a scenario, currently the scientific world is becoming increasingly connected, with international collaboration on the rise. Over 1/3 of research papers are the direct result of international collaboration with authors' addresses from more than one country. I was told the number of internationally co-authored papers has more than doubled since 1990. Today, over 35% of articles published in international journals are internationally collaborative, up from 25% 15 years ago. So, ladies and gentlemen, the connections of people through formal and informal channels, through diaspora communities, virtual global networks, and professional communities of shared interests are important drivers of international collaboration. These networks span the globe. Motivated by the bottom-up exchange of scientific insight, knowledge, and skills, they are changing the focus of science, technology, and innovation from the national to the global level. The widely adopted National Innovation System, or NIS, approach to economic development prescribes a central role for networks as conduits of knowledge within the system. The NIS doctrine contends that innovation predominantly involves collaboration and the exchange of tacit knowledge at the interfaces between organizations. So apart from economies of scale, networks can bring several advantages to their members. Membership of a network can facilitate the sharing of costs and risks associated with major innovations. It has also been found that networks help to improve the learning capabilities of their members. So speed, flexibility, and efficiency are other benefits attributed to networks. Ladies and gentlemen, I am convinced that the formation of the Asian STI Think Tanks Network, or ASTN, is in fact timely and aims to bring together leading figures in S&T, policymaking, education, and research to share innovation experiences and development strategies. It will act as an active platform to discuss ideas and solutions to common innovation challenges and identify opportunities to conduct joint projects and research. So in fact, during the small talk before commencing this ceremony just now, I asked a few friends what are they really going to do through this network? I think that's the biggest challenge. You can have the network, you can have the people, but what kind of programs or projects that you should embark upon so that you have, so that you can make the impacts to society at large, but also to the leaders, political leaders and policy makers. Earlier on, I mentioned about the publication, the collaborative publication, which is a good thing. All scientists or engineers and others would like to do that. That is part of your credibility. But I strongly believe that in today's situation, whatever you do, you need to have two other criteria. So one is credibility. The other one is relevance. Whatever you do here must be relevant to the people outside there, or else you won't have much consequence in the scheme of things. Thirdly, you must try to get the political buy-in or the legitimacy. And here I think the example set by President Park in Korea is an excellent manifestation of that. Her projects get the buy-in of the political leaders in this country. So one of the big elephants in this room, ladies and gentlemen, are two or three important issues that are of paramount importance to the global community this year and in future years to come. And something which I urge our network to grapple with, if not making it a key agenda for us to collaborate on. So this is about sustainable development. I know my compatriot, academician Lee, is going to discuss that in detail this afternoon. But I think it's about sustainable development, or put another way, how we are going to prepare ourselves to meet the global challenges in the 21st century, namely the impact of climate change on key resources or issues that are of critical importance to the future of the human race and other living things on this planet. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are entering of what has been named by scientists as the Anthropocene era. You recall, a long time ago, we were taught that the geological forces were so powerful that nothing that humans do can match these enormous forces that move mountains and create waves and tsunamis. However, since the Industrial Revolution, and especially over the last 70 years or so, human activities underpinned by our overdependence on fossil fuels have turned our species with an impact not unlike that of the geological forces themselves. We have become very powerful. We have changed the chemistry of our atmosphere, causing global temperature to rise, to increase, sea level to rise, and ice to melt. But, ladies and gentlemen, that power of the human race have created havoc to key issues, including water, energy, healthcare, food security, and biodiversity loss. So this is why this year, 2015, the international community will look forward to two summits. Next month at the UN, there's the SDG summit, and in December, there's the Climate Change Summit in Paris. During these two conferences, the world will reaffirm its commitment towards sustainable development and ensuring a sustainable future for the planet. So it is incumbent upon our new network to position itself towards these global issues. Just to respond to President Park's remark about Asia, I fully endorse what she said. Asia being the biggest continent with the highest population on the surface of the earth has something to demonstrate, to show our responsibility to take care of the blue planet. Last month I was with Jeffrey Sachs in Tokyo to launch another network. This is the UN SDSN network, the Japanese chapter. And he was telling us, giving us some figures. The hub of innovations today resides in 3 regions of the world. One is North America, of course, has always been. Second, Western Europe. And third, in Asia. And in Asia itself, 3 countries, 3 giants are collaborating or doing their things in renewables. And those are China, Japan, and South Korea. Can you imagine if these 3 countries in our part of the world, with the support of the smaller countries like my own, Malaysia, I'm very pleased to see a strong representation here from Malaysia. Can you imagine the kind of impact that we would make? So just to conclude, I would once again urge you to look at where the niche of the new network can be placed in the big picture, because you have to study it right. You have to study it by being relevant and be noticed by our political masters. And I can assure you from my side, we will always support Professor Park and the other partners of this very noble undertaking. Congratulations and thank you very much.